Alright, give me 1 second. I'm also streaming this in our Discord. Get that going. That's alive. Alright, let's roll. So, this is Junkertown, and if I'm correct, this should be Viewmont's attack. I'm sitting up here from one of my favorite old buggy perches, where Pharahs, Echoes, Widows, Lucky Ashes, or Junkrats might be able to get up to. Actually, real quick. Okay, so good pre-launching to see that diamond on point. Let's check out our positioning as well as our hero selection. So, double sniper, Ana, Ramatra, Mercy. Okay, I like that overall. I'm not sure if I need to go back and see if Ana was late running out or if they just got a bad position. This one can work, especially hiding around the corner so I don't see who and where the support is. Me personally, I've showed this a couple times, I very much prefer to sit here. It gives me the most input-output opportunity as far as time on target, because the payload has to travel all the way through this sight line. There's a little spot here where you won't be able to see it, but as soon as you hit this bridge, you can see that point all the way from back here. And Ana is the only hero in the game, or sorry, the only hit scan in the game who doesn't suffer from fall off. So if you've got the aim for it, and you camp out here right on the edge of the map, you can heal your teammates as they hold that little second bridge. And if you get all the way back here, you can see this flank route where they're going to try to get you. If you scoot up just a smidgen, gotta come down closer to the ground, you can see that doorway, the back door. This puts everything in front of you as a support player. Now this might be a little too far back, just as far as like skill and engagement and where your teammates are running. For our JV Ana, I probably wouldn't recommend going that far back. I would recommend coming probably like here to the car, and maybe this side of the car if you need to see the back sides. Here though, you're gonna have to move somewhere. We'll find out. Mercy, Ramatra. So there's a general rule about you don't want to give up the high ground until you have to give up the high ground. At the same time, with this first one right here, this is a incredibly vulnerable high ground. But also shielding for the Ash can be a really powerful one. I'm a little weird. I like this one better, like for tanks and for DPS, just because you have the ground to cover here. You've got the space to run back here. You've got a health pack down underneath. There's multiple routes to keep the fight focused on that side of the map. It's a little more risky. I like that one, or I prefer it to come down here and hold this corner. Then again, I am a Reinhardt main. Reinhardts love to hold corners, but this one here, it gives free shots to the enemy that we don't have to give up. Another option, if that's too far forward, is to come over here to this side, either on this point and use the little sign for cover, or for an Ana, getting up here and getting that sign for cover this way and using the tank for cover on this side, where you can fall back, you can see flankers, you can drop back, and just keep backpedaling further. So overall, I'd like us to not use this front-facing high ground. But let's see how it goes. Also, just based on the pace that I remember from the match itself, I'm going to slow things down a little bit just so we can track things better. Oh, nice opening pick on the Widow. Okay. So, one other thing, really for everyone in general, but especially for Widowmakers, especially when you're so far flung, another point of contention, I would bring the Mercy over here and pocket the... Couple ideas is bring the Ash over here with a Mercy pocket, and then you basically pocket, heal, boost as much as you can, and then as soon as Ash is undivably unsavable, then Mercy yeet out. But with Widowmakers, you got the kill on the Widow. That gives you 8 seconds to get 1 or 2 more shots in, maybe 3 if you're really good. But then you got to move. Because that Widowmaker, they have access to the kill cam, so they can just see, oh yeah, Enemy Widow's right there. So instead of coming out here, right where you saw me, I want to come out here, get the free easy headshot, or even grapple up and, like, assassination headshot. So make sure you don't stick around too long. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that Widow's back. Oh, yep. And by that point, the Genji's already helped. If the Genji didn't do it, the enemy Widow would have had it too. So we're already looking at a 4v5. That's not good. And not to pick on our Widow too much, based on holding a position this aggressive, we've got to get like 2 picks and then shuffle. So to talk about, like, going from here, another option is just coming back to whoops, sorry, clipping, coming back to here in this little thing, or even just dropping down here, or kicking way out here to the side so you can see the Widow respawn. Coming over here so that they can't get you from their respawn, but you can still get shots on people trying to push cart, or just getting out. I think after that first one, getting out would have been the best call. Get 1 or 2 cheeky kills and then move. Another one that I pointed out, I'm not sure if this is still doable. I might try it after we finish this, but these used to work. Now at the same time, it's even more open than this high ground I talked about down here. But I've only seen it used once in a single competitive game, and everyone assumed the guy was cheating. I'm not sure if Blizzard has since patched it out or not. I also wonder if this is a flat surface you could stand on, just for sheer lull factor. Another one that I've seen, actually our JV, one of our JV DPS players pulled this off, where he hit a shot from, like, I can't remember if it was here, or if it was further back, but it was just a hair split of a shot. So using that gap to get shots off but not die. Alright, so Genji's in the back now. That's an... Okay, good Mercy prop up. Okay. Okay, good Ana positioning. It's giving your tank some opportunity, but he's going to take way too much damage like that. He's got to get out. Oh, no. And the Ana's down, and now the tank's down. Okay, so... one weakness of Ana's... Yes, she has the longest hit scan range with, that has no damage fall off at all. It also... I'm actually going to go to the enemy Widow's point of view real quick. We're going to back up 20 seconds. It also leaves a trail of where her shots are. So, this Widow's trying to get some chip off damage. Getting up there. And so, oh, hey, there's a little line. Hey, there's a little line. I know exactly where the Ana is. Problem is that Ana's shot only does... Oh, yeah, that was too easy. So, whoops. Again, going back to those rotations of make a move, but don't stick there too long, because it was very easy for the Widow to fail. And it also looks like, even without the Widow... It's clipped through the... What the... That's trippy. Anyway. So even though Widow didn't get... Even though Widow got the kill, it looks like Genji was about to make a mess of that too. And now he's back here with Ashe and the Mercy. This is just not good. And the tank's down. Another thing from the enemy tank point of view... Let's see... Let's back up 20 seconds. Oh, whoops. No. I want the monkey. So, he can see... Oh, use the cooldown. And as soon as he... Oh, Ana's down? Yeah, get him. Especially with that bubble. Even if they don't get the kill on that Ana, that bubble is basically a giant dome of no healing. If you're relying on an Ana healer. And so, the tank knew it, the Widow knew it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we knew it. So, Come on. Free cam. Wait, what? There we go. Anyway, let's keep moving. Oh, good repick on the Widow. Got the Winston, but we're still playing a 3v4? Or 3v3, now a 3v4. Oh. Nice pick on the Widow, but that Ash is sunk. Hey. Nice repick. That Winston's going to be the tough one, though. Oh. Clutch Bob. That... He's not going to get uber value, but just not dying. That may as well be like a Zen trance, you know. You're not getting a ton of healing, but you're just not dying. Sometimes it's a waste. In that case, where the rest of the team's that close on a walk back, it's a very solid play. Oh. So... Alright, so I'm not sure how quick the dash was available. However, if we back up 20 seconds before our Widowmaker dies... Oh, Widow got us a little too close. Yeah. Okay, so never mind. Wouldn't have helped too much. However, one thing I would add, though, is that's a prime example of staying in one spot too long, where they could tell, oh, the Widowmaker's right here, the Widowmaker's right here, the Widowmaker's right here. If Widow had pulled off this way and even come off like on a Pine YOLO flank, could have gotten some better opportunities, or even stealing one of the high grounds and just kind of pre-prepping for that next fight could have kept the Widow a lot safer. Without without giving up life. This is one of those cases where, especially given the only way back to your team is through theirs. Yeah, you either got to jump way out there or just jump off the edge. Yep. And in that case, we just fed. I just would have just went and jumped off the edge. It wasn't a pick to be had there, really. You could have got the Ash, maybe. Or a healer, but they have spawn advantage. One second. Ooh. That Kiriko's cracked. That's where a pocket Mercy would be helpful. Not because they need the damage boost, but the chip damage that a Widow takes from a Kiriko, a Lucio, things like that. If it's not one hit, then having a pocket healer, whether it's an Ana with a sight lock or a Mercy on heal lock. Let him sleep, let him sleep. Okay, thank you. Whew. Can do a lot to keep a Mercy up. Sorry, can do a lot to keep a Widow up during a lot of that chip damage. It's like right now, sitting there just fine. They don't need like a perma heal bot, but just keeping them topped up as much as reasonably possible, because that Kiriko's coming back for more. And they got more. Ooh. Just get out. Just get out. You know what? I'll call that a good Ana play. I was tempted to call that a little risky or feedy, but I don't believe they get any kind of ult charge off of Bob. I don't think you get heal ult off of it. But he was on point, and he took some time off without adding any extra risk. So, good play, Ana. Other thing to consider is, have we made any switches? So they switched off Widow into Ash, which is actually a really solid play given how many squishies there are without shields. They haven't changed their tank or their support line. Or their Genji. Well, really, Genji's been doing work. The Widow got countered a couple times. And then their support. But we haven't changed anything on our side. Now, in terms of range, Widow is the best ranged player in the game as far as damage output. But with getting countered twice by the support, you look at, okay, do I just need to get the shot in on the support? Or do I need to switch to something else that's harder for the support to hit? Or can I get impact value somewhere else that forces the support to heal more and damage less? Same thing on the tank front. The Winston's jumping all over. So looking at realities of, do we need some CC on the tank line? Perhaps a Sigma Rock. A Roadhog Hook. Trying to think of other things that could really mess this up for them. On the support line, looking at, is Mercy getting value, or would Lucio be better if we keep getting cleaved by a Winston? And so, change-ups like that. I wouldn't outright go Reaper, because Reaper is very counterable by the rest of their team, frankly. But looking at ways to counter this Winston, who's been creating all kinds of space and hasn't died much since the beginning, and then how to force this Kiriko into healing more. Good discipline waiting on that shield. Good Ash pick. Yeah, we gotta find more. Okay, finally got the monkey to run away a little bit, but took a pretty hard Mercy pocket to keep him alive, and now the Mercy's in trouble. Help you, Mercy. Woo. Good counter heal up. But good positioning from the Ana, but stayed in one spot for too long. And that backwards angle makes you pretty diveable. Yep. Run. No, don't do it. It's bad for you. Oh. Okay. Get in there. There's no... Oh. There was no reason to be out there yet. Or even on the... Oh. Yeah. This is a straight up stagger fight that we didn't have to stagger. If they were here and we were just trickling out, you got to do what you got to do. But that last one was a pure trickle. Oh. Oh, Mom, the team's trickling again. So, it took a lot longer than I wanted it to for a 5-minute round of a map. But just cool things that I saw on that one that led to the roll. The team finished with a lot of time left to spare. Let's see if I can get out of this and check out that custom mode that I was talking about real quick. Create map. Junkertown. There we go. But that last fight, we trickled in early. First it was 2 DPS, and then 2 DPS and a healer, and then by the time that the tank got there, we didn't have the support for the tank. When in doubt, let the tank go first. A staggered fight with the tank up front is going to be a lot more successful than a staggered fight without a tank. Even if they're more durable characters like Brig or Lucio or Mei or Tracer. Let's see if this is still... Is it not? Or maybe it was... Yeah, that was... No! Okay, it only kind of works. But yeah, you want to let the tanks get out there first. Let's see if this ledge works. Right here. No, they patched it. Maybe I should just try Pharah. So yeah, let the tank get out there. Don't trickle. And then the other one is finding ways to pressure their carries. Part of what was so hard for us was that Ashe was our carry, but they couldn't carry because they were the last ones getting staggered out and trickled out and made it hard for them to get value. And so, in their case, their Winston and their Genji and their Kiriko were their carries. So finding ways to make Kiriko heal more, making Genji switch. A swap to a swap to Winston could do a lot to help pressure all three of those, really. And actually, I believe that was why I ultimately ended up putting Clive back in the round right after this one, is to get some Winston pressure. Nope, it's not a viable ledge. Nuts. I'm disappointed in myself. But, see, long story short, character swaps were necessary, trickles, and then I think the overarching theme for this entire round was staying too long. From the first Widow pick up here, whoops, I forgot, I'm not in the spectator mode, to the Ana pickoff down here, to the Widow pickoff down here. There was a Widow pickoff in here, and then, the Ashe stagger after they capped the point. There were several deaths that we had simply because we stayed in the same spot too long. So, things we'll cover in our practice, and then